Alright, I decided to add another video here to this big long case study here. I noticed that last night the Blackhawks won their game and they forced a game 7 in their series with the Kings. So I did this post last night there. I said Blackhawks win and go to game 7, go Hawks. Then if you love the Blackhawks, grab one of these awesome new limited tees for only $19.50 and you can click here and get it, sort of thing. This is the main one we were sending all our traffic to. Thought I'd just create a new one there and just talk about the game real quickly. And there's another game tomorrow, and I thought, well, why don't I just list another ad for this one just to see how it goes. But I'm going to look at the reporting of the other main ad that was making the most money and try to dial in the ad a little bit more and launch another one. So let's go ahead and do that in this video. So I want to get back to Teespring here. So we're looking at, if I do a refresh, I still have the Canadians one running because it's still making a few sales a day. It's about breaking even still, but I don't know. Just thought I'd keep going. It's still ahead a little bit. This one is breaking even pretty close too, but I thought, well, I'll try one more and just see if I can come ahead a little bit. So it's 30 sales there, so it's got some potential, and they're still in the playoffs, so people are really liking the design. So what I want to do here is look at the campaigns and go into the bleed campaign here. And what I want to do is start digging into these campaigns. So I ended up stopping that campaign, the one that had Minnesota and Texas. I talked about that before, how the click-through rate was good, had a good click-through rate, but I didn't get any sales out of the $29 I spent on it, so I just shut it off. So that didn't actually work out, but I stuck with the Bleed 2 and Bleed 4. Let's take a look at what those ones are again. So I'll click on the ads, and it's going to sort here. So Blackhawks, so let's just look at the ones that are active. All right, these two here. So I only have 3 active right now. I actually only keeping this one on this for the Canadians. This one was the only one making sales after they lost there, and now they're not in the playoffs anymore. So I'll leave that one. And it was working because I'm actually targeting right down to the city. That's why I guess there's more passionate people in the city there in Montreal that are still buying. And here, these two are actually targeted down to the city, but I want to show you them again here. So Bleed 4 was when I added the online buyers and really reduced it down. So this one did some sales, but this one still has the most sales even today, where I don't have that limitation, still to 460,000 people. The only difference between these two is this one, behaviors. So what I did here is I actually go view report, and I want to see just those 2 campaigns. So it's going to be the Bleed, the Blackhawks ad Bleed 2 and Bleed 4. So what I can do is go back to the reporting, and using at the top there, I want to see basically this one and this one. So I'll just copy this, Control C, my keyboard, and then I'll go up here and go campaign ad set name, and make sure this is select as is. Put that there, and then hit return or enter or click. Oh. Now that's strange. It doesn't want to work. Let's try adding another filter. Ad set name is. Ah, that is so weird. It's not working. Let's delete all the filters and add one more. This is frustrating. Okay, add filter, ad set name is, paste. It just does not want to work. All right, let's hit reports again and try this all over again. I don't know what's going on. Filters just don't want to work. Add filters, ad set name is Bleed 2. Alright, I just paused the video and transferred over to the Google Chrome browser. I really don't know what was going on there. Let's try this again here. Bleed. It still does not want to work. I just had this working, I swear, just minutes before. There we go. I don't know why there's 2 in there. Okay, something's happening here. Finally, ad set name is, and I want to do the 4. Okay, there we go. Maybe I didn't copy the right one or had a space in there or something. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to see these 2 campaigns, and I want to see where the sales are coming from. So I'm going to edit columns, and I'm going to go conversion, and I'm going to go add. So there's only 2 ads there that I specified, ad sets, and there's only 1 ad per ad set there. Which one got the most sales? You can see that the top one got 17, that bottom only got 2. So this one only got 2 sales so far. This one got 17, so obviously that's the good one. This is the one we started from the beginning anyways, but let's go up here and go custom and see what we had today. So only 1 sale on the bleed 2, bleed 4 did nothing, and yesterday there's 5 on that one and 2 on this one. So I definitely need to concentrate on whatever I did on bleed 2. And so bleed 2, if we look, that one was where we just targeted Chicago, Illinois, 50 miles circumference there or whatever, or radius. 18 to 34, Chicago Blackhawks interest. If you're actually wondering what this little button is right here, this is a new plugin I am testing out, and it seems to be working. It's called Precise Interests. So this is just a Google Chrome thing. If I can find a link to it, I may put it in the members area somewhere, but I'm not even sure how long it's going to work for. It seems to be working great so far, but I actually have not tested on this campaign, so I can't show it. But if you're just wondering what that button is, it's a Google Chrome or Google Chrome extension product that I purchased. It's like $100 a month, so it ain't cheap. Okay, let's go back and take a look here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to work on that. So the next thing I want to do is I want to see the age group. So if we go to, I actually just want to go inside this one now. So let's remove this filter here and just go back into this one and go edit. And I want to see the demographic. But if you click on actions, I want to see the number of checkouts. Okay, save column. And go and sort here. So there's 3 sales at the top one. And that was just for yesterday. How about all, for all time? For last, I don't know, 14 days. So 5 and 5, and then 4 and 3, male, female. So it actually looks all good. These ones are sort of unknown. That's going on here. Everything is good. Both females and males in those age groups are actually buying, so I wouldn't change anything there. But there's one more thing I want to take a look at. Let's go back here and click General. And in Data Breakdowns, I want to go Placement. In Actions, I want to select Checkouts and then select Save. Now what I want to look at are the placements, which means mobile devices or desktop computers, and see if I can spot anything. Let's take a look here. And as you can see, 16 sales came from mobile devices and only 1 sale came from desktop. So that's important. Let's go and see the ad spend. So I lost $5 there, but okay, so it ain't much of a loss, but overall, basically what this is telling me that people are buying from mobile devices. So what I can do is create a new ad and match it to the Blackhawks 2. Whoops, I got things going all over the place here. Blackhawks 2 interests in targets there. So I'll do that based on this, and then I'll also just focus on mobile devices. So tighten it up just a little bit more. So let's do that. So I'm going to bring up my Power Editor, and I'm going to go to Not Uploaded. Let's create a new campaign. I'm just going to call it Blackhawks Bleed New. Do an auction style, clicks to website this time. Try something different. Ad sets. I'm just going to call it set 1. Let's set this to $50 again. Ads. Add 1. And then here I want to select the Blackhawk fans. and it'll automatically know this is the last post I did, and I'm just gonna send it off to this post here. So I'm gonna use that one, the latest one I did, and I'm gonna give it a optional URL tracking so I can see the sales inside the analytics of Teespring. So I can go FB equals add N for new Blackhawks 1. I need to select the pixel for that one, and that's Hawks Bleed Hawks 2. That's the one. And I'm gonna go with just mobile newsfeed only. Okay, go to audience, and I'm going to do the same targeting as we did in that other one there. So it's going to be Chicago, Illinois, US, and I set the, I guess the radius there, whatever, about 50 miles, and it's from 18 to 34. One thing I haven't tested is actually maybe bringing the age down by 1 year. Let's try that. You never know. The interest was Chicago, Blackhawks. There we go. And that's all we selected. So there'll be no desktop. It'll look like this on mobile. Looks good to me. I like that big click here I put there. Optimization, I'll just go optimize CPM. Another thing I could do is actually, you know, whenever I look at the suggested bid, what I usually do is I take the top one and I just add 10 cents to it. So I'd go 58 cents, and that's what I would bid on it if I do cost per click. And the thing with cost per click, you gotta kind of watch it a bit and see if you're actually getting any traffic. And if you don't get any traffic within like an hour, I'll come back here and add another 10 cents. See if you get any traffic. It's because a lot of people use just optimize CPM, so the whole system is automatically adjusting to whatever other people are bidding, and there's sort of like an automatic bidding war going on when people are doing the optimized CPM. So at any given time, this will change. This is probably changing 1,000 times a second, you know, because there's probably like, what, I don't know, like 100,000 different people out there promoting stuff. How many people are promoting Blackhawk stuff? Could be 1,000 people. So all this stuff changes all in the algorithm in the background. So this takes a little more work, I find, but sometimes you hit a sweet spot and you get bang, a whole bunch of traffic, and then it's kind of gone for a while, and you're like, well, what? Where's the traffic? It's simply because the system is adjusting the bid amount, and you got outbid by someone else that's getting the traffic. It's simple as that. But if you go optimize CPM, then you're kind of letting Facebook take over and let them do the bidding for you. But sometimes it can be good and sometimes bad. If you're sure it's converting well, like this one's kind of, it's converting almost like breaking even sort of thing. So to break out of that, one thing I could do is actually look at the CPM, because I know what my click-through rate is already. So if you go back to our ad summary, my click-through rate is 3% on this ad, but you see that other ad I'm going to run is a different ad, so I don't know the percentage on that. So if I just guess like 2%, then I can come up with an idea for the CPM so that I stay in profit. You can see the CPM here is $5. So $5 CPM. What that means, I pay $5 every time they send me 1,000 impressions, or a reach of 1,000 equals $5. So usually that's like $3. Anything from like $1 to $3 is good price. Then above that it gets a little more expensive. Like if you look at the other one, we're probably looking at higher than $3. Hit the ads. No, it's about the same, I guess. The Blackhawks, oh no, the Blackhawks 4 was $7. So what I can do is, I know this is like breaking even. What I can do is just come in here and I can go CPM, and you see that the suggested bid is actually around that. So I can just go, let's say $5 $5 CPM, and that will keep it at about what I was doing before, and it should break even or maybe improve a bit because I did dial it into the mobile a little bit more. So that's how you can kind of manage that. But if you don't want to pay that much, you can bring it down a bit. Let's say like $3 CPM. No matter what, you know that you're going to be paying less than what you're paying in the other one. So that's how you can kind of control your ad spend, so you spend a little bit less. In fact, let's try 350 for a CPM, just something different. And you're probably wondering, why do I always change things all the time? Whenever you're listing an ad, always change something. Always try new things. A CPC, CPM, optimize. Just keep going all the time. Because if you just stick with the same thing over and over and over again, you may not have the chance of finding something that works better. Always testing. So I'm just going to stick with that and see what happens. Because I have an idea that it probably will do okay because of the fact that they just won, and people will be like, "Oh, Blackhawks won," and then they're going to Game 7. This might, get people start clicking, and then this will be a good price for me to pay. So that's basically it. Let's go ahead and upload that. Then I'll probably do one quick update tomorrow or something like that to see if this is actually making any money. Alright, here we are back the next morning, and let's take a look at some of the results here and talk about what I did. You can see that we've gone from 30 sales up to 53, so we got over 20 sales there, 23 sales, made a couple $100. As for profit, we pretty much broke even, but I do want to show you some of the results here. What's cool though, even though I broke even, like I spent around $500 to make this 500, but since we're over the goal of 20, I'm going to make some bonus money. Most likely 50 to $100, but not bad still, given the fact that I was even expecting any of these shirts to make money. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I did, because I did have to change something there. So let's go back into my account here, and let's look at that new campaign we created. Now the first thing I do want to mention is the one for the Canadians. I finally just stopped it. I was only getting like one sale a day, maybe two at the most. And because I had my ad set at $50 a day, I wasn't quite making profit. I wasn't even breaking even. I was losing a little bit. And so I decided just to stop it. And so right now I'm just going to leave it live until it cancels. You never know, I might get one or two sales just from people that have been on my fan page and may decide to buy. And still hoping this one will get up to 10. I use the advanced settings in here and request a goal limit. I requested to go down to 10. That's the minimum you can go down. It was at 20, but I set it to 10. So that when people come here and see this shirt, they say, "Oh, there's only 2 more left in order before they get shipped." But it doesn't look like there's any activity at all going to buy this one. I think this one just won't make the limit. But anyhow, I just want to say I stopped that one. Let's go back in here and take a look at the new campaign. And I've spent 150 so far. And what I did here, I initially set it at CPM, at $3.50 CPM when I first listed it. And I didn't get any traction, didn't get any traffic at all. I had it at $50 up here, but then I changed it to $200 and I waited an hour. There's no traffic at all, so I obviously wasn't bidding high enough. So then I went back into the Power Editor and I changed it from cost per click, from CPM to cost per click, and I made the maximum bid at 60 cents. At the time, the suggested bid, click on here, I'll tell you the suggested bid. At the time, the suggested bid was 48, something to 48. So now it's actually within the limit there. So I just took the high amount and added 10 cents to it to get 60. Basically, I added 12 cents. But you can see my average cost has been 23 cents. Not bad. And 57 cents per website click. And this was the one that went, I dialed into the age group. I went just Chicago, Illinois. And I'm just promoting on newsfeed on mobile devices only. And here's something interesting I just want to illustrate to you. So if I go and look at the reports of this, I obviously did like 23 sales, right? So all those sales either came from this ad or the other ad I had running. So if I go conversion and run this, you will see it says only 4 sales. Obviously that's wrong. So, like I said in the very beginning or somewhere in this big case study, that these website conversions from Facebook are not perfect. They don't show all the sales for some reason. But let's go into the Teespring analytics for this campaign. I'll just refresh. You can see that my conversions are doing really well. Like today is already 7%, and overall it's 5%. So I've noticed it's actually increased a bit. Let's go down to our tracking variables. And you remember we added that tracking variable. Well, look at this, 18 sales from that in one day at 6% conversion. So it's doing over 2%, well, I guess not 2%, but almost 1.5%, whatever, better than that other ad that was performing the best. This is one of the first ones we created. I still have it running at $50 a day, still making money, but this one here, but you can see there's another, if we sort by total shirts ordered, you go down here and you'll see that pop up again here. So I got another one there, and there's no more sales down there, but you could see that it actually is pulling in, it pulled in 18 sales overnight, and it only shows 4 on Facebook. There's obviously more sales. These are the orders, and this is the total amount of shirts. That just means that someone bought more than one shirt from one of these orders placed. And it's still all t-shirt sales. You can see down here, got a couple of tank tops, 3 tank tops, a women's shirt, a couple, 3 hoodies. Not much. There's no Twitter activity going on with this one like the other one, like the Canadians. But if you add up all the numbers, it turns out that it's like I paid like nearly exactly 500, almost to the dollar, the amount we're making. So all the money I'm going to make on this for profit is going to be the bonus money that Teespring gives me. And most like with this one is up I think $100 still, same as it was when I looked at it last, but 150 or something like that. But of course we spent money in that other campaign, so it pretty much breaks even. But I will do not bad on the bonus on this one. I should make a few hundred. All in all, I'll definitely break even and possibly make a few extra bucks. So I'm honestly not sure if I can do anything else with this. I'm probably just gonna run those same campaigns and just basically keep an eye on the campaign and make sure that I'm not losing money for the Hawks. As long as it's staying even or a little bit ahead, I'll keep it going all the way to the end. So there's 4 days left, so obviously I'll keep it running right to the end and see how it goes. I'm not sure if I'll do one more video. If not, this is the last one. Thanks for watching.